building this node representing individuals. That's a nerdy way to put it, but like that really is what gets me super excited. Is like, can we build something that works for you, that talks back, basically?
And I think what a lot of people have hard time wrapping their head around, David, is the fact that, I mean, and I remember we've talked about this from back in autonomy days of just wanting to get the data, is that people just aren't used to companies even being somewhat of a moral compass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're just used
to is the big problem. I think that's why it's a lot of pushback, because we see how DoorDash and these other apps and how the algorithm manipulates. So even if you guys come in with a good intentions, and we just, many people already just have like this like distrust, because it's been so much trust thrown away from those other companies. And I think that's why you guys get some of that pushback.
And it's fair, right? I think I like pushback, right? To me, that's not a problem.
Hey, there's always good people in this bad world, and those good people are usually the one that being blamed for everything that's happening in this world. But you guys have to step back and say, wait a minute, where's the white from black? Who is actually trying to shine and show me the way compared to those that trying to fog up so you don't see nothing at all? Not the light, not the darkness. And what I heard so far today from David, especially, I still have to kind of get to know Jeff a little bit more. But what I heard from David, especially, I see the guy wants to shine. Let's help them shine.
I appreciate that, and I'll give Jeff a shout out because he is the better, more thoughtful version of me. He just has to deal with me doing all. He has to deal with me doing all the talking. Basically, I talk.
Yeah, David's a good guy. That's why I work with him.
David's a good guy.
Hey, Jeff, does David ever call you at like 3 a.m. be like, "Hey, can we do this?"
Oh no, we constantly stay up. Like, he doesn't have to call me.
He just pounds on his wall.
Like, open up. I got a question.
Jeff, I heard it's going to take 1 month. Can we have it by tomorrow?
Yeah. No, let me add one more thing. Those of you that know, I created a hidden tip cheat sheet, which can be found on my channel. And when I found Para, I'm like, you know what? My way, you have to do some calculations in your head. You have to go back to that, another phone where you can have the sheet opened or print it off, and then do the calculations to see if this tip has possibility of hidden tip. They already did something that you don't have to do those calculations. All you have to do is just look at the numbers and make the decision.
I would love
those of you that never tried the Para, maybe it's time.
I'm going to check. Can I see your cheat sheet? I would love to see this cheat sheet.
Please.
We will definitely do that offline.
Yeah, I would. Now I'm intrigued. I want to compare your model versus this model. This is going to be super interesting. Sorry.
Slavic's like the booking manager or the scout for like a baseball team. He's got it all like in pencil writing, down strips and stuff.
I mean, that's sort of where the block list feature came from. Was we had a friend of ours who literally in the when you sort of pull down the sun visor, he had a piece of paper there saying, "Do not accept from these restaurants and do not accept going to these addresses." And when I saw that, I was like, we can help with that, right? We can help with that. But it was sort of amazing, and he'd take out the pen every now and then and sort of add it and have to redo it.
So I have to ask this: the UE beta. I had a bunch of, after you and I talked, David. I sent a couple your way, but then I had a bunch of people ask me too. But I know something happened, and this might be more directed at Jeff for a real timeline, not David's timeline. But is that back up? Is that where are things with that? Is it going back to beta? Is it going to come out of beta?
UE? Sorry,
Uber Eats.
Oh, UE.
Sorry.
UE, yes. Sorry.
UE coded language. We don't understand what you guys are talking about.
Getting keyed into the lingo, Steve, right here.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. Well, I would say probably by mid next month we'll be like fully scaling. I mean, I think also we want to be careful about what we put out. Know that it's like people actually would use it, and like it, and if it doesn't work well, it's kind of frustrating. So we kind of we want to make extra sure that when we come out with something, it's something that people would have a good time using. So we're doing a lot of close testing just to make sure that we're ready.